about 2.5 million jobs in this country that go unfilled every day. And this is within the context of 8.2% unemployment, okay? The reason they're unfilled is educational readiness.
The problem that we have is we don't have a lot of students coming out of K through 12 going into manufacturing. We are now a hot spot in this country for manufacturing, but if we don't provide the trained workforce, we won't stay a hot spot very long.
So I would say the number one thing we got to do is we got to get the kids excited, because you know all the studies will show you by the time they're hitting middle school, they kind of already know where they're going. It will impact us in the long term if we don't have a nation that can produce the next generation of scientists and engineers, because that's really our competitive edge.
Remain connected to the business community. It's the same principle we have that we remain connected to our customers before we build airplanes. If we don't, we occasionally spend $10 billion for the wrong airplane. We don't want to do that.
I am hiring them from all over the U.S., which bothers me. Let me tell you why it bothers me. Because when I hire local, they stay local. And what's going on right now is we're hiring these people and moving them here, which means taxpayer dollars. But I also have a high risk they're going to leave. We have got to have a renewed emphasis on our education partnerships and make sure we're getting the right kind of students, because it's a global environment. People can go online, apply for jobs anywhere, and we got to help our local students be best prepared and also know how to get those jobs.
So much of what happens in the education process is the result of what happens to a child before they get involved in the education process. So 0 to 5 is such a critical year for child's development stages. So we need to pay attention to that as well.
Mrs. Scott, will you stand up again and say amen? Mrs. Scott, amen.
What do we have to do now, today, to be also successful in 5 years? Because our business in manufacturing is really a worldwide competition.
A typical day in the business of a small private business could start today with somebody from Ocean walking through the carpenter shop and finding sawdust on the floor. That's what you call a major fine. That's $6,000. And believe me, they'll keep going. We're overwhelmed with regulations.
The challenges that we face today are the regulatory challenges coming out of Washington. And to have a dialogue in a place like this about the need to support small businesses, including small banks, is incredibly important. And again, I want to thank Tim and his staff for giving us the opportunity to have this discussion.